I'm very excited.
Ready? All right, guys. Welcome back to another review show brought to you by WrestlingRumors.net. Tonight, the big review show is WWE Battleground 2015. Typically, in the past, hasn't been the greatest of pay-per-views. Tonight in St. Louis, they did not disappoint. There was a lot of really high expectations, I think, going into this pay-per-view. And there was a lot of reasons why. We'll get into that. There was a lot of theories going around, and I think just a lot of anticipation with this. Sam, overall, what did you think?
I thought it was good. I definitely think that after that Divas match, the whole pace of the whole card picked up.
Okay.
It was kind of slow at first, I'll admit. I was kind of disappointed at first. And then once that Divas match hit, the rest of the matches were just on point.
And in fairness, guys, she did miss the Randy Orton versus Sheamus match. So that is one match she didn't get to see. So that's, you know, in fairness to that, because it was an excellent match. And once we get to the card here, we'll get, you know, through to that. But as far as guys, please remember, make sure you're getting all your wrestling information from WrestlingRumors.net. Follow us on Twitter at WrestleRumors. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel right now. Not necessarily right now, I'm sorry, guys, but just whenever you can, subscribe to this channel, please.
Yeah, just hit the big red button that says subscribe. It's that easy. Really
and we apologize on Monday night for getting cut off as what we did. Apparently, our ISP must have said, you know, hit the wrap it up button. So monkeys in the truck. If for some reason we get cut off again, get a hold of Sam so we can jump right back on. Ladies and gentlemen. so on the pre-show it was a battle of kings. King Barrett versus King What's Up versus R-Truth on the pre-show. King Barrett with the win. I'll admit, guys, I didn't actually even watch this match either. That's how over this I am. I decided to watch the Neville Jericho match with my daughter because she hasn't seen it yet. Not to take anything away from the pre-show or this match, but it just, I was following it on Twitter, and that was good enough. I know you were, we're still at work. So with King Barrett going over, where do you see this going with King Barrett?
I don't know. I was just so disappointed that R-Truth didn't get his crown. I was disappointed. I really wanted R-Truth to win that. I really wanted Barrett to have to put on that cardboard crown and have him just go nuts in that English accent about this stupid fucking crown.
Well, no, I think that first it's important. I should say, anyone, just please understand that we're not safe for work.
Sorry, guys.
Wrestling. No, keep going. But at the same time, I think it was just going to be for it was King versus King, right? So it would have been R-Truth.
R-Truth wasn't really a king.
Well, he would have beat the King. So in my mind, I would have envisioned him coming out like Flavor Flav with a big crown and just be obnoxious with it, right?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, they weren't going to do anything like that. This was the smart move. I don't know what the hell they're doing with King Barrett, or the rumors of him going back to Bad News Barrett. I don't know. With this even being on the pre-show, Sam, is this doing anything for Barrett?
No, I mean, this is basically a crap storyline for Barrett. Again, ever since he's won King of the Ring, they've really done nothing with him. All right. So, I mean, it's not like this is an improvement.
And then
at least he won a match for once.
Yeah. That's at least at least he did get a win. That's a big one. But I don't think from what everyone was saying, it didn't seem like people were too engaged with this match, so to speak. So actually, I think the outcry was, please let this be over with. Was mainly what I saw on social media. So take that for what it's worth. Moving on before we move on to the main card, we actually have Paul Heyman real quick backstage answering tweets. Really not much to report on this, guys, other than Paul Heyman was gold. It was just funny, the questions they were giving him, how he was responding just about how Brock Lesnar was going to conquer and this, that. I mean, typical Paul Heyman, guys, what do you expect? So I just always feel the need to mention how great Paul Heyman is.
Well, you don't really have to mention it because it's a given.
Yeah, but you need
It's just common knowledge that Paul Heyman is amazing.
It's all about respect. Yes, you always have to. So moving on, we opened up with Randy Orton versus Sheamus, a match that you did not see. Randy Orton's hometown, St. Louis, Missouri, something I really forgot about on the whole build up to this match too. I don't know why.
Randy Orton's hometown is Missouri?
St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah, well,
really?
Missouri's a state.
Well, obviously. I thought you just said Missouri. I'm sorry.
Well, St. Louis is in Missouri.
Whatever.
But Randy Orton versus Sheamus, Orton's hometown. I did really like the RKO chants. They were almost like the New Day sucks or New Day. Yeah, I like the New Day, the spin they put on that. Beautiful slugfest. I like Orton with the side slam, Sheamus onto the announce table. I thought both of these guys went balls to the wall. Orton's so great. Even when you know it's a typical, like, okay, someone's going to grab onto the ropes, the way he does the little mimicking of like, I think little nuances like that to me completely sell me on Randy Orton.
I just didn't think that they were going to give him the win because, I mean, he hasn't really been around like as on as many shows as often.
Doesn't matter.
And I just didn't think they were going to give him the win. I was shocked.
In his hometown, again, I think.
But obviously, you said it was an amazing match, so.
Yeah, and Randy Orton getting the win with we know how he got the win from out of nowhere. But this was beautifully. I thought it was a beautiful physical match. When a lot of times slugfest can seem a little clunky and stuff like that, these guys I thought put on it was like a quasi technical physical match. I thought it was one of those where it was another 4 or 5 star match.
Okay.
You didn't get to see it. I can't wait to go back and watch it with you. We had a step.
I'm always down for going back and watching more Randy Orton.
Usually, usually it's an easy sell, guys. It's Randy Orton pose. If you ever really want to know how to hang out with this girl, say, hey, want to go watch a Randy Orton match, and she's yours. So
I have a Randy Orton pose picture from every single event I've ever been to that Randy Orton's come out at.
You do.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
You actually do. So all right. So backstage,
I make sure to get that picture.
I like that she's just not going to drop it. So backstage, we have a Steph McMahon promo, and she's announcing that each team of divas, since we have this trilogy this trifecta of divas, if you will, these 3 teams, each team was going to pick a representative to go in a triple threat match later in that night and basically choose wisely. And we'll get to those little backstage promos as we went on. You did not get to see this segment as well, I don't believe.
No, but I'm so happy that they actually had it. I was worried that they weren't going to have any kind of diva segment match whatsoever on the card.
I was too.
Because when I looked at the card earlier and I just saw the 6 matches, I was like, there's no divas match?
And
what's going on with that? So I'm really glad that they added this.
And they needed to fill some time because of the Miz, with Miz, Ryback, and Big Show. And, all kidding aside, when we knock Ryback, I hope with him having staff, I hope he heals quick. I hope he's back in the ring quick. We never like to see anybody out with injury. So as much as we knock Ryback, big guy, please heal well, and heal soon because you're the Intercontinental Champ. We need you back, man. I never thought I'd be saying this. Ryback, we need you.
Him to defend that.
But so they we had some time to fill. And I think that's where we got a little bit of the extras thrown in there. So then we had the New Day versus the Primetime Players for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Opening up with a great New Day promo. Anytime you reference "Don't be a menace to society" while drinking your juice in the hood, I am going to instantly pop. Thank you so much. Message.
That was awesome.
Primetime Players going over Titus, pinning Big E. Sam, what did you think?
I thought it was awesome. I liked how during the match, I think it was Big E who had someone like what's it called, like stretched over, and he was just hitting them on the side, like going,
stretching them out.
Day rocks.
And I think
Day rocks. It was just funny. It was awesome.
I think that's an interesting point because this pay-per-view, I really feel like it was entertaining, I think, top to bottom. And I feel like every match was entertaining in different ways. You had your slugfest. Now, this one was more your over-the-top cartoon lampoony, like we're going to, it was more of the character style match, you know. Every match had a different flavor that really hit. I mean, and this is another match I thought was it was a nice home run. It was a solid card tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue with that.
But Primetime Players now going into summer. Nope. Go ahead. You shouldn't. Primetime Players going into SummerSlam as your WWE Tag Team Champions. Sam, what do you think?
Well, they retained, and I called them retaining. I just think that WWE is going to keep them as champs for just a little bit longer.
All right. So now we're backstage with Paige, Becky, and Charlotte deciding who's going to go. And looks like they were going to do it with a little bit of flair, Sam. And Charlotte was the representative for that little grouping of Pinky, Promise, that kind of whatever they were doing. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Weren't they doing some kind of weird thing? No,
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
No, I might have just been too busy looking at Becky Lynch and Paige and dreaming of Becky Lynch's accent.
Yeah, well,
her accent's kind of sexy. Yeah. I gotta admit.
Kinda.
I'm down with the orange hair now.
Oh, you have a new favorite woman every week in wrestling too, which I love, and I always love this for different reasons.
I'm sorry, I'm like accents like make me melt. I don't care.
This is
dudes, also true. Whatever.
This is true. So now we get into Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt, which I called conspiracy match number 1 because there were so many theories running around this match. Who could interfere? What could happen? Turns out we did have some interference. Hooded character, black hoodie, black pants. Really couldn't tell. Really big beard. For a second, I thought, wow, what's his name? What's his Bond name? No, what's his Bond villain's name gonna be? It just looked like Batista with a big beard. But don't we know that it's Luke Harper comes in, interferes. Little family reunion. Sam, Bray Wyatt getting the win. What do you think?
I thought it was awesome. Whenever Harper came out in the hoodie and he gave Reigns that big boot, we should have known automatically who the fuck it was. He gave him a big boot.
Well,
what have I always said about Luke Harper? That fucking big boot, though.
Yeah.
It's
nasty.
Destructive.
It's nasty. His boot's nasty.
I should have known as soon as he kicked him.
Nothing against the Bro Kid.
I should have known.
Harper's boot is wicked. And the one thing I will say is this: camera slipped up a little bit because whenever he first jumped the rail, I went, "Oh look, it's Harper." It just wrote. I mean, because if you caught it just enough, I think you were looking down tweeting or something. But I went, "Oh, Harper," and then they just gave it, completely blew it. But yeah, so I thought we were gonna get maybe a new surprise person, but no, the family reunites. What do you think about that?
I'm happy about it. I never thought that Harper and Rowan should have parted from Bray Wyatt.
You were very anti splitting the Wyatt family.
Because I think that their characters only work together.
Now, was this done more because they really don't have anything else for Luke Harper right now?
That's possible, but it's also possible to help out Bray Wyatt, maybe. I don't know, not help out Bray Wyatt, but maybe shake things up again.
Did you say Bray Wyatt needs help?
No, he doesn't need help, but just to shake things up again, you know? Give him just a little bit more material.
I love it. No, listen, I love it.
Something.
Yeah, I like it because I'm with you. I don't think they ever should have been split. I think that there was something very, I don't know, there was something magical with the three of them together. We knew that, we saw that Rowan wasn't going to do it on his own. Harper, I think could have. It's just he got caught up in a limbo state. I don't know. I think right now it just makes sense.
Well, I mean, it's just, you're not really a cult leader without followers. So I think Bray needs that backing. He needs that weird following of cult followers.
All right. So real quick, rematch at SummerSlam, or are we getting Bray versus Sting like the rumors have it?
Well, so Sting would have to come out on Raw tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ratings.
I'm going to say rematch.
Rematch? Okay.
I'm going to say rematch.
Okay. And she'll change this 30 times before then. So let's keep it.
I'm a woman. I change my mind a lot.
So now we're backstage. Naomi, Tamina, and Sasha. Ladies and gentlemen, you know who the boss is. So you know who the representative for that team is going to be. Sasha
That was kind of obvious.
Now
you don't bring up the NXT champion without putting her on the show.
So transition into the ring where now we're finally going to have this triple threat match. We don't know who from the Bella Army is going to be the representative. Find out it's going to be Brie Bella. So it is Brie versus Sasha versus Charlotte.
Brie was not in the ring for most of the match. She was outside of the ring for legitimately over half the match.
Go on.
It was ridiculous. It was just Sasha and Charlotte for the majority of this match.
Keep going.
Yeah.
No, you talk about this match. I'm going to let you have this.
It was crazy. I loved it. There was fucking women flying everywhere. It was okay, I'm going to take them out. And then it's well, now I'm just left in the ring, so I'm going to take the rest of them out. They were just demolishing each other. I loved it. I love that they actually let the women loose and showed what the Divas division should be.
And that's the key.
That's what it should be.
For me, that was the key, was that tonight, to the casual viewer, and I actually put this on, I put this on Twitter. I hope the casual viewer, finally the casual viewer gets to see women wrestling, and listen, guys, and this isn't a knock at you, because Nikki Bella, I think, has come a long way. I mean, she's just injured right now.
She's come a long way, but Sasha Banks is so much more entertaining and has much more charisma and so much more, sexier than both the Bellas combined. You're just talking to yourself over there while I'm talking. Wow, be paying attention.
Like Booker T, I'm just saying. No, I was just going to finish and say that let's give Nikki Bella the respect where respect is due. She has come a long way. We can love her, we can hate her, we can however people want to spin it. She has worked her ass off and she has become a better wrestler. She has. But the rest of the Divas division is very lacking. We understand that. And we know that. On the flip side of things, though, I know that, WWE for the longest time, they want that model figure to be the face of the company, But I'm sorry, it goes down to that, is Is it the woman you want to be? What was the whole thing?
This is wrestling, not America's Next Top
Model. No, yeah, and that's my point. I don't want the woman to look like a Barbie doll. I want a woman that's sexy that I know is also going to kick my ass. Like I'm whatever. Call me whatever you want, but I want a tough woman, not a ditzy woman. And finally, we're seeing women, not like this catty, And granted, we're going to see it's a slow transition, so it's not going to be, But I like that they're finally letting these women go.
Mm-hmm. I like that the crowd was booing, by the way.
And with
the entire time.
Yes, and with this guy, Charlotte getting the pinfall victory, making Brie tap out with the figure 8 leg lock.
Oh, did you see that bridge, though? She's so flexible.
It's awesome. Now, what do you think this means for SummerSlam?
I think that it's probably going to be, I don't know. I have no idea. I want there to be a Divas Battle Royal for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I like that you'll just randomly throw it in. Although I'm not going to lie, I've thought about that. I have thought about that.
Just maybe who's number one contender right now, Paige? Or is Paige no longer number one contender?
I don't know. And it's funny, I laugh because I knew that's what she was going to say. It has crossed my mind. And I think this really opens up. Theoretically, you could say that Charlotte may be number one contender.
You know what I would like to see? A female ladder match for the Divas title.
Oh, man.
With all 9 of the women we saw tonight.
Yeah, but only like 3 or 4 would survive. And I don't know if that's best for business.
Okay, so the Bella Twins die. Who gives a shit?
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, people. Please don't take that out of context.
And I hope this is where people realize we're talking about the characters and not the real people. Like, guys, don't attack us for this. No, it's comedy. Yes. I was not expecting that one. I'm not gonna lie. She caught me off guard with that one too. But you know what? I would say this.
Said those were the odds.
I would say this. I would be in with a battle royal. I would be in with some sort of gimmick match. Absolutely. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. Raw tomorrow night is going to be. It's rare. I feel like there's a must see Raw, and tomorrow night I feel like we have a lot of questions that need answered.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so so now we get to John Cena versus Kevin Owens for United States Championship. Sam, great match, and guys, back and forth. Even saw Kevin Owens, which is rare, guys, getting John Cena with an AA into an STF. In the end, John Cena win by submission. LOL. Spoiler alert. Sam, what do you think?
I will start off by saying this, like you said. Amazing 5-star match. I'm not taking anything away from that. It was an incredible match. Both men included. I'm including John Cena in that because obviously Owens is gonna put up. No, just whatever.
Guy like this.
Yeah. But that ending though. I didn't like the ending. Owens taps out.
I'll admit.
Seriously? It ended so fast.
Let me ask this.
It was going at such a fast pace, and then just all of a sudden he tapped out.
No, I thought the pacing was. I thought this was a brilliant match. I didn't like it. My only argument is the same as yours, I wouldn't change anything about this match except for the submission finish. Now, before I give my take, why didn't you like the submission finish?
Because it was just. I don't know. I just thought it was a weak finish. It was such a great match with such great build-up, and it just ended on a dime like that real quick, and he tapped out. So that wasn't exciting. That wasn't an exciting ending. That was like blah.
But
boring.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate here, even though I am in agreement, and I'll get to that in a second. Playing devil's advocate.
You build up Kevin Owens that much and just have him tap out like that real quick. It's not even like John Cena did it a couple times to him. It was just like that on a dime.
Two things, real quick. Two things. The ending of a slugfest, knockdown, drag out, false finish, false finish. Everyone laying on the line. A submission ending is exciting. Yeah, it makes sense because nobody saw it coming. So yeah, it does. But
it wasn't exciting.
No, hold on. I'm saying in 99.9% cases, it absolutely does make sense because you wore each other out so much. So maybe point A wasn't valid. Now, point B that you had was my point. I think if you were going to build Kevin Owens as this next beast, you're having him tap already, and I think has John Cena ever tapped? Mm-hmm. They still claim the Undertaker has never tapped, even though he has the CM Punk. Check the record books. Yes. They always claimed that Hulk for the longest time, this person didn't tap, this person didn't tap. Brock Lesnar never tapped, or this person never tapped. Shouldn't Owens have been that next guy to never tap until it really, really meant more than the United States Championship?
I never really thought about it, but I guess
that's my gripe with it. And I know I'm being very nitpicky, guys. I understand that, but that's my gripe with it is if you're going to push him as the next kind of quasi monster, like a hybrid Lesnar meets a guy that he's almost like Lesnar meets Rusev in a way, and I hate to say that because it sounds weird, but because he's nowhere. I mean, he's not built like Lesnar by any stretch, but he's that monster that's so agile. I don't know. I just think that a lot of these, and Rusev was another one. I don't think he ever should have tapped for a while. I think there's some of these strong style guys that these tough guys that they need to hold those for bigger events than the United States Championship. But Cena takes it all.
Of course, because he's super Cena.
All right, so moving on. So real quick, though, what does this mean for the United States Championship, John Cena, Kevin Owens at SummerSlam?
I don't know. I don't think anything.
I liked it. Just passive aggressively. You don't want to answer it.
Do you think that they're actually going to continue this?
Yeah, they're going to. We're going to see it. We're going to see one more match. Yeah. I think we're going to see one more match. I wouldn't be surprised if we still see the triple threat match. I think Cesaro gets tossed in.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah,
I just don't see just John Cena and Kevin Owens continuing. Yeah, they've either got to throw somebody in there to make it different.
And who knows? The title could change hands tomorrow night on Raw. I mean, he could, answer the call, answer the U.S. title. I mean, we don't know at this point. So, right now it's easy to play Sunday night quarterback until tomorrow night. So now real quick, we had a Miz came out on point promo. Miz has been fantastic. Basically discussing how he got ripped off. He should have been on the show. He should have been winning the Intercontinental Championship. Ryback's injury caused him, basically calling Ryback weak. Big Show comes out. Surprise, surprise. Big Show turns face. After the Show Miz plea of let's get back together. We see Big Show knocking Miz out. Sam, Big Show turns for the 8 millionth time. How do you think?
I don't think anything of it. I kind of stopped paying attention once Big Show came out. Like you said, Miz gave an amazing promo. Like always, he's really been carrying this feud. But yeah, Big Show came out, and I was kind of just like, okay, Big Show's face again. Whatever. One
of my friends, and he knows who he is. I hope he's watching. He sent me the best text. He said, why doesn't the Miz keep coming out dressed up like my bubby? And that was just the funniest. And I laughed and laughed and laughed for the longest time. Yeah. So I hope that he is watching this. So after that little debacle of a time filler that we got, although I did like that Miz was playing the please retire stuff and stuff like that. But so we saw the face turn coming. But anyway, moving on to Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, WWE World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Sam, before we get to kind of breaking down the match, exceed expectations, right where you thought, or a little bit let down?
I think it exceeded expectations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a lot better than what before. Because, I had my doubts about it being a squash match and just having Lesnar toss Seth Rollins around and getting the championship back.
Squash. I love that you're right.
What did I say?
Squash. I love that your accent never allows you to say squash. I love that. So recapping the match real quick.
I thought it was a great match.
I didn't know. It was a fantastic match. I don't think there's any question about it. Real quick recapping, we had one point they wanted to point out that it was strange to see Seth Rollins alone. I thought that was poignant to once we go through this. Suplex City count. I actually had a counter going.
Of course he was alone. He took out Kane. JJ Security are both out.
Right, but when Michael Cole drives that point home, it's usually something that you have to think about. There's always Michael Cole has these lines that he has to deliver. That's always these little subconscious little things that are going to get planted in your mind. Little Vince-isms that get ready for something later on.
Vince-isms?
I'm sure he has little Vince-isms that he plants in our heads somehow.
Is there just a Vince vocabulary somewhere that I've never heard about?
I think so. Okay. I think so. But I wouldn't have a Suplex City count. I lost count at around 11 or 12. I thought they would keep count for us. It was up to 13 at one point. Yes, it was.
No, it was up to 13 and then Taker came out. Oh,
thank you for getting that. No, thank you for getting it, because I think everyone has seen it, but kind of slow paced, but we thought that we knew it was going to be more suplex. I actually wrote down is basically Lesnar lurking his prey. We see that with every Brock Lesnar match. We knew how this was going to play out. Lesnar for the win. Lights go out. Undertaker's in the ring. All of a sudden, you have Undertaker, basically Undertaker staring down Lesnar, choke slam. Was it 2 choke slams and a tombstone, or did we get 2 tombstones?
2 choke slams.
2 choke slams and a tombstone.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. I'm still wondering why we never heard a bell. I'm still wondering if Seth Rollins came in for the pinfall victory because we never heard a bell. That's what I'm hoping. But obviously, Undertaker came back to. It seems like avenge his loss last year at WrestleMania. Sam, odd timing. I mean, what's going on?
I thought that. Okay, just to be clear, until whatever. I thought it was a weird way for them to end that match because they never said that the match was over or that the match was just done. It was a no contest, so I'm just assuming the Undertaker came out and took out Brock Lesnar, so Seth Rollins got disqualified, so Lesnar won by DQ. So that means I was right with my prediction.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going with that. Just so you know. But no, I don't know.
I think the reasoning is
just
because when Undertaker comes out, he is the show. And that's the thing. So when Undertaker comes out, he handles his business and he walks up that stage and through that curtain. It doesn't matter what happens. The show's over because he is the Undertaker. He is the man. And that's.
Yeah, but if there's a match going on, you have to finish the match. You can't just stop the show and go to it's like the fucking Sopranos just cuts to blank. Like, what happened?
No, because at least we saw the Undertaker. At least we saw the Undertaker walk out. No, we know what happened. Undertaker's coming back for vengeance.
No, we don't know what happened. We don't know if it was like a no contest or.
No, we know.
Seth Rollins was disqualified? Or...
Yes, Seth Rollins would have been disqualified, absolutely. Okay. So Seth Rollins should have been disqualified if there was. I don't know.
They didn't make any of that clear. They just cut.
They really have to.
They just cut.
You're getting very nitpicky. I
was very upset. Well, no, because I thought the match was still going to go on. I thought Seth Rollins was going to come in and pin him real quick.
I was hoping so. Just for bonus
it just went to black.
It was for me. It was the right way to end. You can't. Once the Undertaker handles his business, that's the shock value. There's no other way. It doesn't matter if Seth Rollins rolls back in. And no offense to Sting, this is the difference between Sting and Undertaker. When Sting came in and interfered, and Dolph Ziggler got the pinfall over, I believe, Rollins. Sting set that up, but it's not about. It wasn't. I hate to say this, but the Undertaker's just bigger than Sting. And I know I'm gonna get. I know I'm gonna get heat. Oh, I know I'm gonna get heat.
How are you gonna get heat? That's just
I'm gonna
given.
Get heat. But Undertaker is bigger than Sting, and I don't care when Undertaker ends the show that way. It doesn't matter how the match ends. The Undertaker ended the match. It's his yard, and that's that. So I don't think we need to say anything else about whether it was a disqualification, whether it was whatever it was. What it was Undertaker coming back to say, "You broke my streak. I'm coming for you." Potentially at SummerSlam now. Odd timing, right timing. How do you feel? Or is this even going to be Undertaker versus Lesnar? What is your theory on what's going on right now?
I think that it's leaning towards Lesnar Undertaker at SummerSlam, which is just revenge for him taking the streak. And weren't they talking about Kane being Undertaker's little brother or something?
Yeah, but you would think. I mean, Rollins beat the living hell out of Kane the other night. Yeah. So I mean, if it was really about the baby brother thing, I mean, you would think you would go after Rollins.
Well,
that's why I thought in a way there would be a double disqualification.
Well,
it would set up a triple threat.
Maybe it's just revenge for WrestleMania and taking the streak.
Have we ruled out a potential triple threat between Taker, Lesnar, and Rollins? I know it sounds far-fetched, and it really is, but things are just so crazy right now. I know, but
you're just giving me crap ideas for the title now.
Yeah, probably.
I don't want Undertaker to have the title.
Okay, so where do we see Seth Rollins now? Because if you put Lesnar and Taker against each other, who's there for Rollins?
I don't know. Maybe Reigns if he doesn't have a rematch with Wyatt.
I was gonna say he just lost. Picture. He just lost to Bray Wyatt.
Randy Orton.
Maybe.
I like to see Randy Orton.
Well, I know you would. This is like with Punk gone. This is like your two dream guys going like right now. So
their matches are always so great, though.
Yes, and completely agree with that. But I don't know. Overall, though, Sam, what did you think about the show? I know you've been praising it all night, so letter grading it I don't think is really necessary. But go ahead.
A+.
I'm giving it an A+ too. I thought it was awesome. I thought it felt like a big time pay-per-view, and it was it had a lot of hype too.
Yeah, it did.
And that's the thing that scared me, because when you have that much hype, a lot of times, so what scares me about Suicide Squad, there's so much hype. I'm like worried it's not going to be good, you know. But they absolutely delivered. I think the surprise, Luke Harper was a phenomenal little swerve tonight. I thought that was fantastic.
I thought it was amazing, and I thought the fact that they put a Divas match on there really made my night. Because before the pay-per-view actually started, I thought that there wasn't going to be a Divas match at all. So it was really great going in and being like, oh, yay, now we actually get a triple threat with Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Abella.
Right. Abella. You're like, Abella.
Well, it's not like Brie was really even in the match anyways.
Oh, and there's no that, and I can't talk sense into her, guys. I wish I could. Listen, I've tried.
Go back and watch it.
I get it. No, but the hate is so real that it's just you'll never even give any credit. I'm not saying Brie, but I just with the Bellas, it's just so funny.
They've come very far in their career. No, they've come very far in their career, and I get that. But that's comparing them to what the Divas division has been lately. When you put them next to the NXT women, they look like the ones that need to go back down to train in NXT.
Really? Yeah. So you put them next to Ava Marie then. So, folks, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're wrapping up tonight's show. So, guys, let us know what you thought about us. Please leave some comments. Please share. Please let people know that we're now on WrestlingRumors.net. Follow Sam on Twitter at LadyNexus13. You can follow me at AdamDaily13. Follow at WrestleRumors. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. If you can't be good at it, and we'll see you next time.